what up guys, Literacy here with another tips and tricks video. This time it's with rushing with the SMG or any gun you prefer. Before it was playing defensively. So the first thing I'm going to start with is, excuse my voice, I have a cold first of all because I have a cold. Sorry about that, my voice sounds kind of weird, but the first thing is I'm going to discuss is the class. And for here I'm using a P90 with attachment proficiency and silencer and rapid fire. So like I said in my last video, use whatever gun you feel comfortable with, and out of my preferences there are 3 guns that I would use for this, which is the P90 first, the PP90 second, and then third would be like the MP7, which is the last one you get. They're all really good SMGs. All the SMGs in this game are really good, but those are my 3 preferences. So the next thing is secondary. It's really your preference. I don't really pull secondaries that much unless I'm out of ammo. And for first perk, I suggest using either, there are 3 main perks: sleight of hand, scavenger, or extreme conditioning. And I always start out with extreme conditioning since you're rushing, so you want to get to the enemy as fast as you can, and extreme conditioning pretty much satisfies that need. Or if you're not gonna, then start out with sleight of hand, or if you want the extra ammo, start out with scavenger. But I start out with extreme conditioning, and you'll see why these are all important when I get to the strike package. But for second, I use assassin. Now, I hate assassin as much as the next guy, but when you're rushing into groups of enemies, being spotted on the radar is a disadvantage that you don't need. I mean, don't get me wrong, I hate people use assassin too, but if you're rushing with it, it's alright. It's better than having an ACR silenced and then sitting in your spawn and killing people as they run by you because they don't know you're there. If you're gonna camp with assassin, then yeah, you're bad, but rushing with it, it's not so bad. And I'll go more into that in another video, into the whole perks and when they should be used, things like that. For third perk, it's just probably the most important one. You're gonna want to use steady aim, just because steady aim is probably one of the most useful perks when you're using an SMG, considering that in close quarter combat you're gonna be hip firing more than you're gonna be aiming down sight. Because if you're aiming down sight, that extra second that you're taking to aim down sight will get you killed in close quarters. But with steady aim, that hip fire accuracy, you'll take down enemies in about 2 to 3 seconds like nothing. And you'll notice that in this game here, I hip fire a lot. Alright, that's my perk layout. It can be adjusted to your like standards. If maybe you don't want steady aim, maybe you prefer Stalker, so you can move faster when you aim outside. Maybe that suits your playstyle in Stalker Pro. You can run past enemy equipment without worrying about dying. But like I said, a lot more of the perk system will be fit into when I get to strike packages. Well, now that I mentioned it, we might as well go into it. You're gonna want to, when you're rushing, Specialist is probably the best thing you could possibly use. Specialist is, it's just, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It's just amazing to use it as a rushing class, considering you're starting out with extreme conditioning so you get there faster. Well, this is my layout. Then you could get 2 kills easily before you end up reloading, especially with the P90 with this large clip. That gives you sleight of hand. Now that you have sleight of hand, you could reload your gun extremely quick. Now that you have that, you're gonna run out and get 2 more kills. You're gonna get Scavenger, which is the second perk that I selected for my strike package. Now that you have Scavenger, you're not worrying about your ammo. You can just pick them up as you're running around killing people. And then third perk is mostly on what you prefer. I normally pick Dead Silence because I don't really need any other third perk, and Dead Silence is always nice to have, you know, silent footsteps. So I pick up Dead Silence third. In this game here, I realized that I probably have Dead Silence on before, and then I picked up Steady Aim after, but after this game, I changed that instantly because I realized that I was losing a lot of hip-fire battles in my gameplay. So, like I said, you're gonna need Specialist if you're gonna be a rusher. Specialist is probably the most helpful thing you'll have. And this game is pretty much over. We're at 6,800 as I'm talking right now. I'll go into a part 2 and with this with this like type of gameplay, with just the general rushing tips, not just the class tips, because this one is focused mostly on class tips, and I don't have enough time to give you a full detailed breakthrough on how to actually play the class. I just told you how to set up the class, and the game is over here. A final score is about, I think, 21-8, 22-8, somewhere around there. I'm pretty sure the score will come up after the kill cam. Alright, thanks for watching. This has been Literacy. Peace out.